Welcome back, everyone, to Cutting Stems, the after show of The Bachelorette. We're here with Trent. No Kelly, unfortunately. She's living her best life in London.
Jealous.
Looks like she had such a good time.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
I've
had dreams about London every night.
I know. I feel like
just
Rhea's been
go
texting her
recently?
nonstop about it.
Yeah, I went April, and I want to go back as soon as possible. Been having more dreams about it since Kelly's been there.
It looks beautiful.
She saw Margot Robbie. That's
Group
all
trip?
worth it.
I would go.
Group trip to London?
I would love a group trip to London.
Yeah.
I'm
Me and
dying
Kelly
to go
have
to
been
the Harry
workshopping
Potter
that.
studios.
Oh, yeah.
We should do that. Anyways, are you confused about which camera to look into?
I don't think so. No, I hadn't thought about it.
Oh, okay.
Which one should I look into?
Which one should we look into?
The one that...
This is the
This
wide
one?
shot
The
of
tall one?
everybody.
This is a wide shot right here.
Okay.
That's your camera over there.
Oh,
That's our camera?
okay.
Guys,
Sorry.
to all our faithful Cutting Stems viewers, we do have to come clean. We are pre-recording
Yeah,
this show.
we are.
We pre-recorded the last couple weeks. We're trying to restructure it. Unfortunately, I know people are going to be upset because it's also one of our favorite parts of the show, but we're not live. So we cannot take live questions. It's quite literally Rhea's favorite part of the show.
Hand up, we've been faking the questions.
Yeah.
We've been faking the questions. We've been coming up with the questions,
Kelly's
okay?
been writing
Yeah.
them.
I've been saying we're looking at the YouTube chat. We're not. YouTube chat, I miss you. I love you. You know I am dedicated to the YouTube chat. I always have been.
Yeah.
You know I'm there with you. We are
Look.
one and the same. I would always look forward to that. While we're doing the show, I'd go on there. They'd be writing to us. I'd be giggling to myself about what they're saying about the show. And then I would get the questions from there. And now that is no longer. And so, yes, we've been faking the questions. And it feels really good to come clean. It's
It
a
does.
lot of pressure on me to sit here and act like I'm getting the questions
You're
off
like,
the YouTube chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. No, you've been doing
Wow,
a good job.
great question.
And sometimes it like really does just seem blatantly obvious because Rhea like also loves to look at the chat at all times during the show. And unfortunately, look, blame ABC. They
Yep.
moved this fucking show to 9 p.m., 11 p.m. It's super late, and
Mama's gotta go to bed.
they started to give us some screeners, which please don't take those away from us.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best thing ever because we can plan a time to record so that our availability opens up more with that. Like we're more flexible. We can try and have more people here to do the actual recording of Cutting Stems instead of having everyone here at Monday night at 11 p.m.
Now listen, do I miss the group activity of watching the show together
Yeah.
and the antics that came with being here late at night? Yeah, I do.
I do too.
Look, at the end of the day, we'll probably do that for the finale.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it again. It's
Not
just
probably.
in
We
this
will do that for the
in
finale
this-
because it's alive. It's live.
right. In this,
So we have no choice.
That's right.
yeah, in this time, it's like they really
This time slot is...
The time slot's tough, and then what's even tougher is the Golden Bachelor that's been announced is at 10 p.m. 10 p.m.
Is it really?
It's going to be on Mondays in the fall at 10 p.m.
I'd rather them do it at midday.
Is it going to be 2 hours?
No, I'm guessing. I mean, I think it's going to be after Dancing with the Stars.
So 10 to 11.
Yeah.
It's too late. It's just too late.
I'm guessing it's Dancing with the Stars.
What time do you
I don't
fall
know the
asleep?
full fall schedule programming for ABC quite yet, but we'll have
Let us know when you find
Yeah.
out.
Please.
Let us know when you get the
we
full
have-
ABC
yeah.
schedule.
We have Paradise, but Dancing with the Stars is coming back to ABC. It's not just going to be on Disney Plus.
Where are
Oh
they
my
gonna,
God, they're a mess over
I know,
there.
they can't decide
Figure it
what to
out.
Where are they going to fit the Golden Bachelor in the schedule?
10 p.m.
But I think it's going to be at the same time as Paradise.
That's my question is like, we've got so much Bachelor programming now. Are they going to be running at the same time?
I think.
Oh my.
I don't. I mean, either the same time or they're gonna run through Paradise fast and then put on Golden Bachelor.
Got it.
Like maybe Paradise starts early September, ends mid-October, and then Golden Bachelor is on till like holiday time, and then Bachelor starts in January.
Wow.
What time do you fall asleep? You didn't answer.
Anywhere between 10:30 and midnight.
Me too.
That's usually my time.
The other night I could not keep my eyes open. I'm like, this is far too late for people to be watching TV.
Yeah, something about that 10 to 11 hours is a lot.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
You're either wide awake or falling asleep.
It doesn't seem like a big deal.
That's
life.
that's being alive.
I know. It
You could be drowsy.
Yeah, you could be.
You could be a little tired.
It didn't
Right.
seem like a big deal But that 10 p.m. versus 11 p.m. major difference.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know why the powers that be that decided to push it back, but I do not like it.
Yeah. So, claim to fame. It's got that primetime spot, 8 o'clock.
What? I don't know what that show
Claim
is.
to fame. That's Kevin Jonas and Frankie Jonas with the celebrity family members competing. You haven't even seen those commercials.
You have seen it because we've been here watching where it's on.
It's a competition show where a bunch of relatives of celebrities go live in a house together, and they got to guess who's each celebrity relative.
Oh, wow.
is.
No, I don't.
Was it Tom Hanks' niece who had a major freak out?
Yeah, she did. It was actually very funny to watch.
Really?
Very funny. She basically, I think they didn't show everything, but she was just like, I should have had more airtime. Like, I should have been here longer. She did. She freaked out. She called one guy dumb. She was like, yeah, she had a total freak out.
Now, we will get into the Bachelorette, by the way.
What does that say about Tom Hanks? No.
No. One more question. Well, I feel like Tom Hanks doesn't have a handle on his family besides himself.
No. And it's like, also, it's not like his kid. It's his niece,
yeah.
you know?
My question for claim to fame is, do they get approval from their family members? Like, hey, I'm going on this show. Like, does she ask Tom Hanks, hey, can I go on the show? Or does she just go, I'm Tom Hanks' niece and I'm going on this show?
With Tom Hanks, I think she just does it and signs up for it. Maybe like gives him a heads up. Because you can tell which ones... This is also now a claim to fame and the Bachelorette after show.
Yeah.
You can tell
That's
which
what
ones,
happens when they put both on.
You can tell which ones the family members are involved. When she got sent home, they just put up a picture of Tom Hanks, right? Mm-hmm. The second week, I mean, I'm probably not spoiling anything, but anyway, the second week, a kid got sent home. His dad's famous. His dad made a video that they played at the end that was like, we're so proud of you. It's my son, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, okay, then, but he's no Tom Hanks.
Right.
Right. So
I bet Tom Hanks sort of doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
He's like, his publicist was like, by the way, your niece is going on this
and the
reality
niece
show.
was like, he's so great. We love him. Like, he's always been there for me. And anytime I need him, like, he's there. Such a great person.
Just not to make a video for
Just not to make a person.
Couldn't even do a cameo.
The Bachelorette, the season's like over. I don't know what happened. I blinked and all of a sudden there were 6 guys left at the end of this
I barely
episode.
watched and there were 6 guys left.
All of a sudden, there's 6. I was watching Sarah was in here. I had to rewind and watch it again to count. I was like,
I did the same thing.
There's 6 guys?
Because I was like, how many guys got roses on group dates and one-on-ones? And then how many is she giving out?
I thought we were still at like 14 and we're at 6.
It's stunning. And we can get into it, but after Braden left, there were 9. So we were at 10 to start the episode, and now we're at 6. We're basically at hometowns.
It's crazy. We basically are at hometowns, but... And I think it actually proves how much these first 4 episodes have been so Braden dominated that we kind of didn't realize that the entire cast was being sent home.
It's true.
And Braden was like the center of the drama. And now it's like, oh, wait, he's gone and there's 6 guys left. Like, Tanner is in the top 6.
Right. And
Who?
Michael?
No, Michael got sent home.
Michael got sent home. There's a couple guys that I see that I'm like, I just don't know really who these people are.
Sean's in the top 6.
Sean made
He's
it.
just snuck right into the top 6.
Which is crazy.
It's so crazy. And maybe because they also haven't gotten one-on-one
Do you
dates
think
yet.
Sean does live viewings each week?
Yeah.
His
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. That's
He
what I picture.
must. But
Chipotle catering.
basically, let's...
He was so mad. Last night I was waiting for him to say, I'm steaming mad right now. I was
my
waiting
God.
for him
waiting
to
for him to
say it.
say it at the when
When Braden came back.
When my car is freshly detailed. People have no idea what
I
People
know.
have no idea.
Does that
Every
video
time.
still
That
exist?
video was on Twitter.
Quigs tweeted it out, I think, recently.
That's a video
right?
that...
Or I think it was Quigs
I don't know.
or...
If you dig on Twitter, you can find it.
That's a video
Yeah.
that everyone must
it
watch.
was recently tweeted out because it was
Might have been
deleted.
Greer.
Yeah, it might have been Greer. It was deleted from his accounts, but we had it in an old Stool Scenes from years ago.
Right.
So everyone was able to find
Yeah.
it from Stool Scenes.
Gotcha. It's a great video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. He's also a lot of like everyone tried to really dress for the environment. They were in Washington and they were like doing all these cardigans and sweaters and prints, funky prints. Sean was wearing a lot of funky prints.
Scarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
Bitch, it's cashmere is what he said basically. He was like
He did say that.
The producer was like, why is your scarf different than Braden's scarf? He's like, well, mine's cashmere.
Braden's too much.
Braden's too much. He's gone. It is what it is. Like, I honestly could not stand. he got more and more insufferable.
Agreed.
Like last week, I felt like we were kind of defending him on like, oh, he's annoying, but he hasn't really done anything bad. And now he's just painfully annoying. That it's like that. Now you're just off. During that group date, when he was talking about like being a man and being dominant,
Crazy.
and I'm not cold. I'll unbutton some buttons. That's how not cold I am.
It truly was one of those moments where you were like, why is this guy here?
Yeah.
Truly, why is he here? He
TV,
clearly,
baby.
Right. No, like it's just one of those like, oh, he really just wanted to be on TV because, I mean, the conversation about not sure if he can get engaged, but he was honest about it, and then you're kind of just like, all right, why are you going on the show? But
He sent
at least
himself
he's
home.
saying it. Yeah, and then it was just, the more you watched him, you were like, what are you doing here?
His opinion never evolved. It was always, it's crazy that you guys think you have these strong connections. It's like, dude, we're now in like, we've been doing this for almost 6
Yeah.
weeks. Like, at some point, you got to have a connection or you got to leave. Like, I understand having that opinion at the beginning where you're like, dude, you just met this girl. You probably spent a total of 8 minutes with her. There's no way. Now we're further into this process, and he's still saying that when there's probably guys in the house who have actually formed real connections. So you can't have that opinion all the way through, or it's just going to come to a point where Charity's like, you're not feeling a connection, then you got to leave.
Yeah.
I think he was too busy talking about the amount of time of feeling connection to make a connection.
Yeah.
Like he
Right.
was too busy talking about it rather than just like trying it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Charity could not have tried harder. I wish she tried less, honestly. Like, because when they were having that last conversation, not when he came back, but before he sent himself home, like, she really seemed to be fighting for their connection and their relationship. And he was not giving back the same energy. And I'm like, she does not need to be wasting her time on this guy.
No.
And then he was like, I think I should just go, basically. And she walked him out. It was fine. The men all were rejoicing, could not have been happier.
Aaron B
Like,
was happier that Braden got sent home than he was. Like, he wasn't at all disappointed that he didn't get the group day rose.
Yeah.
He was like, I feel like we all got a rose tonight.
Yeah.
He was so happy that Braden left. And I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's like an energy that just leaves. Because all those
Absolutely.
guys are seemingly pretty close.
Totally. And you could tell, like, the other guys were crying when some of the other guys were leaving. Like, we can get to that. But
Yeah,
there
we'll
was
get to
two one-on-one dates. One with Dotton where they went bungee jumping. Terrifying.
Would you guys bungee jump?
Asked me a couple years ago, I would have said yes. Today, no.
Let me ask you this. Would you rather bungee jump or skydive?
Skydive.
Bungee jump.
I think I would rather skydive. Bungee jumping just seems so scary.
100%. It seems very scary, but I feel like sometimes you bungee jump over like a body of water. Hopefully it's kind of deep.
So you feel like even
So I just feel like, if you jumped off that bungee jump and you're going down and that rope snaps.
But the
I mean, you're
impact-
jumping from a still very high
Yeah.
point. But if the rope slows you down a little bit and then something happens and you were like to fall in, I feel like you have a higher chance of survival.
Maybe I want to
Than your
retract.
parachute not
Yeah.
coming out when you're jumping out of the plane.
super
Listen,
fair.
I
That's a
think
good,
I
you made
want to
some good
retract.
points
I think
there.
I want to go bungee
Yeah.
jump because I don't want to do either of those things. I used to
I don't
say
know. There's
all the
too
time,
much human error in both things, truly.
Why?
Yeah.
My thing now is why put myself in situations where I could end up
Dead?
hurt, or dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rather just
God, people love that rush though,
They do adrenaline.
But I'm like,
Gets people,
if they
No,
don't
something about
properly
just
lock
being
my
peaceful.
ankles in to the bungee jump,
It happens with zip lining.
yeah.
As something as simple as zip lining, which is supposed to be a safe, fun activity for friends and family of all ages. I heard a scary story about a
Someone not being hooked in.
someone not being hooked in properly because they had a fucking 14-year-old kid working
Yeah.
it, because it's like, oh, it's zip lining, blah blah blah. Kid just dropped.
Life is dangerous enough. There's no reason to tempt fate like
Yeah.
Right. Why dance with the devil?
that. And people love it. They love the
I
adrenaline
don't know
of it.
where that came from.
It's true.
Oh man.
Why even take that leap?
My
You
uncle,
know what I mean?
my uncle got
Noah love that.
my uncle got in a plane crash skydiving.
What?
Wait, what?
Fran.
I mean, this was years and years
Is he
and years
okay?
ago. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He survived.
He
Bring
got in
something
a
up
plane
like
crash
that.
while
only 2 days
skydiving?
ago.
The plane went up and then had some kind of malfunction.
Do you just jump out?
and know that the plane crashed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Whoa.
on Long Island.
Oh
He was at Action. He told my grandma he was going to Action Park, and he lied. He went skydiving with a girl.
A girl on a date?
Yeah, I don't know if it was
Oh
a
my
date
God,
or
what
like
a-
Did everyone
telltale
survive?
sign.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Like I think he and the girl, like I don't think the pilot survived.
Kind of.
This is a story
dark
from
thing to
I
bring
want to
up.
say like 19, maybe like the early 90s.
Okay.
Whoa.
Like I don't think I was even born yet.
Yeah.
That's crazy to survive something like that as well.
Yeah,
To live to
or
tell
I guess
the tale.
maybe I was because he's so much young. Yeah, but it's
See, but this is what
That's
we're
what I'm
talking
saying.
about here.
This group's not doing any of these things.
no, nope,
No, thank you.
nope.
Right. That's what Rio would say.
So anyway, these crazy guys go bungee jumping, but it worked out for them. They survived. They had a good date. They liked it, and
They did.
he kept talking about how he was so afraid of heights. Rhea, I actually think we predicted it when we were. I think in his bio it said he was afraid of heights, and we said they're going to make him go skydiving.
That's what
or
they do. They
bungee
find those
jumping.
little things.
I'm gonna find it.
You got to say you love things. So that they don't
Right.
swear, oh my God, I fucking love skydiving.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bungee jumping, I do it once a week.
Oh my gosh.
So they make you do all the boring
I
stuff.
wouldn't be scared at all.
Right.
You know what I really hate? Shopping sprees.
God,
least
they make
favorite
me
thing.
sick. All these free clothes.
Exactly. Okay, I'm double checking to
Trying
see if that's
things
what it said.
on. Oh,
Ugh, such a grind.
I actually don't really enjoy that very much.
Oh wait, it actually wasn't him. Oh, it had to have been somebody
They were
else.
coming my way for free. I would enjoy it.
No?
It wasn't him. It must have been somebody else that they said was afraid of heights. Even though he did talk about being afraid of heights.
Dalton's so
he
tall.
said he said I got a height of fears. That's how scared he was.
He was scared. He had his words all jumbled up.
Yeah, but it was a good run. They got a good connection. He
That one
got a
seems
rose.
really good.
That one seems very good, and the one with Xavier seems very good as well. That was also the other one-on-one date. Charity seemed a little hesitant because I think maybe Xavier reminds her of some of her exes. Is kind of what she said.
He's a charmer.
Yeah.
He's got that.
Yeah.
But then he told the story of why he got into the medical profession. But certainly the first part of the date, she was like, and it's not fair to him, obviously.
Yeah.
He's just Xavier. But she was like, this guy reminds me of my
Like a little smooth,
very smooth, just very flirty.
Yeah.
Always quick with a good comment.
Gotta
But
watch
he's-
out for those.
But he seems like he's got a good heart.
Yeah, I like him too. And you know what I also sometimes hate is when you see these two good dates, and then like you watch the trailer for they did like it wasn't even like just next week. It was like coming up on the rest of the Bachelorette. Both of them seemed like they were getting cold feet. Like it was just across the board. It seemed like that really seems like the theme for the rest of the season is that there's maybe some cold feet. I felt like the biggest thing that Charity said in that preview was like, "You're telling me you're supposed to get down on one knee in a week and now you don't know?"
Right.
She also said in the preview that she keeps waking up wondering if she made the right decision.
Right. And like she's like, you don't send somebody home that you love.
And somebody
Tough.
comes back.
Definitely
when
looked like
she's,
somebody
on a
came
date.
back. Yeah.
Which
Which Brayden tried to do.
Oh, Brayden. He didn't even really come back for a good reason.
No, it was just like to say sorry, which nobody cares about.
No, he stormed by the other guys. The other guys were like, what the fuck's going
It
on?
just made the men mad. I mean, that was honestly, that's just seemed like contrived drama.
Yeah, because he wasn't coming back to beg to be back on
Yeah.
the show.
Like to me, that's like someone being like, "Hey, I think it'd be a good idea for you to go back and apologize to Charity, so that all the boys can see you and get upset." Because there has not been any drama with the boys
Boys are tight.
besides Brayden. Like they're all besties, and then Brayden leaves, and I think that's like there's not as much boy drama now.
I think our guy Sean's going to step up to the plate.
He's gonna step up to the plate.
He's just got that undercurrent of like,
Yeah,
He just has this face on where you're like,
I
he's up to
know.
no good.
which is not fair to him.
No.
but
I'm
he-
kind of starting to fall into the category of Rhea when you said you think he leaves. In the preview, he said like something about like he'd really have to be sure to like bring her to his hometown, and that made me kind of think that he like panics and just leaves.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he makes it to the end and leaves her.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think he makes it all the way to the end. I
Not
think
the-
he'll leave. I think
but,
he
like-
leaves before hometown.
Well, I guess this is the end in my eyes.
like I think he
mean,
leaves like next week.
In my eyes, I mean like the last crop of guys.
Right.
And I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago where it's like we sort of know him, not that well, but like he was an intern here. So you kind of think he is one of those cases where he doesn't ever actually want to get engaged or end up with Charity.
Right.
He wants to sort of have a long existence on the show, get a bunch of FaceTime, and then if it starts to get too serious, he pulls the ripcord.
Yeah.
And
And then he goes to Paradise.
I mean, that guy.
That's
I was
right.
gonna say that guy's looking to go on Bachelor Paradise for sure.
And if he doesn't win, he's going to be there.
Yeah.
You think so?
Paradise?
100%.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He was seen in the background of some people's vids the other night. People sent them to me in my DMs.
Oh, like he's been
Like
hanging.
Andrew's, like they were like some party or something, and he was hanging out with all
He's
them.
linked up with
Yeah,
people.
he's linked. He's in the
Gotcha.
nation.
Gotcha.
He's linked up.
He's in the nation, the Bachelor Nation.
Yes. So
To be clear.
yeah, he's already making up.
There's some nations out there,
There
that
are some
aren't,
nations you
Yeah.
don't want to be
that
part
aren't.
of for sure.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Right.
Be
yeah.
Bachelor Nation.
I like.
So yeah,
I like on the show when Braden first enters, when he comes back, he breezes right by him.
yeah,
Nobody reacts, but they're all stunned. And then he comes back out, and everybody's up.
Yeah.
And Aaron B is ready to fight. I love that. When the guys start getting fired up, that's the best.
Yeah.
I want to see some fights.
and it really was like, why are they still yelling? I don't know. It just seemed kind of silly. It was like, why are they still yelling at him? He's literally in the van leaving.
Well, it was
Like,
like,
he's not-
I'm gonna. The other guy's like, I'm gonna prove that like I stepped up.
Yeah, and like Sean's yelling at him through them. Like, just everybody. The guy's gone. He's not on the show anymore. Like,
I think
he's
Braden
literally
kept saying
in the van.
He kept saying, "I'm already in my bachelor pad."
Yeah.
I think he kept saying that, which is
already gone.
fair. He's in
Although
the truck.
Sean has, I feel like Sean has really put together like this, like tries to be like this white knight of like I'm here for the right reasons and I'm engagement. You got to be here for an engagement and time for charity. Like
Yep.
he makes these proclamations that seem like very genuine, and then I think he just he's working the system.
They're good sound
Probably.
bites because
Yeah.
they use a lot of them.
They
Yeah,
are good
yeah.
sound bites.
He's even when they was sitting there, and Braden walked by the first time, he's like, "I want to go in there and drag him out."
yeah.
That's why it's going to get used against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like he's too much of like saying all the right things.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then all of a sudden we blinked, and all these people got sent home. Caleb, the voice of our generation,
Angel.
got sent home. It was sad. He was crying. I was like, that was
He was crying
emotional.
because he didn't want to leave the boys.
Yeah, he didn't want to leave
He
the
turned.
boys.
He's
a boys guy.
Oh my God, he's a pro wrestler.
Yeah,
He loves
yeah.
mixing it up. He said goodbye to Charity, took a beat, turned around, and said, "You got a blessing here.
Yeah.
These guys are a blessing," and he's bawling.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing.
Yeah. That's
Xavier
nice.
was crying. They were all crying, like upset. Michael was sent home, and John was sent home, which I was so sad about because John, like, he just recently got a group date rose not that long ago. They were making out when Braden came and interrupted them. Like, it
Yeah.
seemed like they were having a good go.
They really did
Like,
seem like
there
they were
was
having a good time.
no. I guess that's kind of Braden's fault, right? Like that there was that interruption, but I didn't see them have like one bad moment. All of a sudden, it was like they went from making out to her not giving him a rose,
Yeah, that one
which
didn't make
made me
sense to me.
sad. I didn't. Yeah.
I like John.
And like I would say she has a better connection with John than she does Tanner, but maybe not.
Those two seem very similar to me.
Tanner seems like just a very normal dude
Yeah.
who actually seems genuine. On that first group date, he was just like, yeah, Braden's just really annoying all of us. Like it's just really getting to that point. Like it's just so. But he's in the final six. It's him, Joey, who got the group date rose.
Joey might win this thing.
He might, yeah. Aaron,
Dotun.
Xavier, Dotun, and Sean.
Sean. What a final six.
What a final six!
How are we down to that few
I'm telling you,
already?
I'm shocked that we were at 6 people.
Like John could have stuck around.
We're going into week 5. There's 6 people.
How long is a normal season?
I don't know, but am I taking crazy pills that I don't ever think it happens this fast?
No, you're right.
Like I feel like 6 people is like week 7.
Yeah.
This is like our 4th cutting stems.
Yeah, it is because we skipped a week.
We did. Yeah, it's going fast.
Yeah, it's going very very fast. So, all right, we'll have to see what happens with who gets. We'll find out who gets hometowns next week.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Who?
Yeah.
Joey. I think he's my top guy right now.
Same.
He's
He's
just.
just like a nice guy.
I'm
Really
going
nice.
with Joey and
Oh, Xavier's good.
and Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah, you've liked Aaron.
I've
from
liked
the beginning.
Aaron from the beginning.
Yep.
I think she likes Dalton though.
She does. I don't know. Dotton made me nervous with the comment in the preview that I think he might. There's people are getting cold feet.
Yeah.
Probably because it's gone by so fast.
Probably because it's been a month. No,
Yeah.
but
Right. It's an easy thing to hang your hat on when you're trying to get Braden to leave. When you're like, you're not ready to get engaged, and then all those guys leave.
and then all those guys I
And then
think are
it's
about
you.
to get cold feet about getting engaged.
Right. It's very interesting.
Yeah, definitely. You think Braden will be in paradise?
Yeah.
He better be.
Yeah, right.
I feel like Paradise is like the only place those earrings fit.
Right.
Oh, those earrings are made for paradise.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, sorry, there's no questions.
No question.
No, we're not live, guys. No
We
questions.
got no questions.
So we're going straight into our stem cut. Honestly, if you guys have questions, send them to us, and we can talk about them. They could be general questions about the show. You know, we could still talk. But shout out Coors Light.
Cheers.
We
Look at those blue mountains, nice and cold.
they are nice.
We're
and
gonna
blue.
cut some stems.
nice
We're gonna
and
give
crisp.
out some roses. All thanks to Coors Light.
I got to think about my stem cut and my rose. Braden seems too easy for a
Rhea,
stem
do you have
cut.
yours?
Yes.
Rhea,
Oh, please.
Rhea's always prepared.
Because there's usually one thing that sticks in my head, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going with that. My rose is going to the little girl who was like, I love hot cocoa.
The Girl Scouts. The Girl Scouts who took no shit.
Yeah.
By the way, Sean called them demons to their face.
That
which
was crazy.
Wild.
That was crazy.
I love how she was just like, I love hot cocoa. And was like, yep, I love hot cocoa.
Winner.
Yeah. So that, I
those were
also
good
love
child
hot cocoa.
actors.
I do too.
So I tried to get a bagel this weekend with hot cocoa. I know it's summer, which you wouldn't usually get, but it was Sunday when it was like raining a lot and I had the air conditioning blasting, so it felt cold enough to me that when I was ordering a bagel, I wanted to get hot cocoa with it because there's something about in the winter, I've told you this, when you have a bite of a bagel and then you put the hot, and it's like it's like a party in your mouth.
Chocolate milk.
Oh, I love chocolate milk.
I love bagel and chocolate milk.
I love a
that
bagel and chocolate
combo.
milk, but I wanted mine to be warm. I wanted it hot.
Yeah.
Because I like that feeling, and I couldn't get it. But anyways, so that's
There was a stretch where
So the one Girl Scout.
yeah.
there was a stretch when I first moved to New York where I think it might have been wintertime where I would get hot cocoa from Starbucks.
Oh.
And the reason I stopped is because they would call out. Like everybody's sitting there waiting for their coffee. Everybody's like, "Oh, we need energy for the day." And then the lady would walk over and go, "Who's got the hot cocoa?" And I was just like, "That's your boy,
Santa.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
even hot chocolate. Who's got the hot cocoa?
Who's got the hot cocoa? It's like it's got marshmallows in it. I'm like,
Extra.
come on up here, you 5-year-old.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Little peppermint.
So yeah, that my rose goes to her,
Okay.
and then I am going to cut. I'm going to cut Braden's because I haven't had the chance to cut his. Felt like
It
you
feels like
did.
your last chance. Yeah.
It's my last chance to cut him, so I'm going to cut him.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I heard you like before I went say that you felt it was too easy.
But I think I did it last week. I think I cut it.
Yeah, so I'm going
stem
to
last
cut
week.
because I don't think I had the chance to cut him yet.
Trent,
Oh boy.
you want me to go?
If you got him, go. Yeah.
Okay. I am going to cut the
He
stem.
got him, flaunt him.
Yeah. I'm going to give my rose to John for, felt like he didn't have a fair exit. I'm very upset about that. I felt like it was an abrupt ending. I didn't like
I agree.
it. Also, I don't know if you guys saw Jesse Palmer dress
boy.
up as Bigfoot during the credit scenes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made him run around the
That
forest. He was jumping around.
I know one
And
guy
I
who wouldn't
just-
have done that.
I just want to give him some recognition for doing that.
Yeah.
Not a full rose, but I'll acknowledge that gave me a little bit of a chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be cutting the stem of Sean's cashmere sweater. I mean, not sweater, scarf. That he thought was so much better than Braden's scarf, but wasn't. I don't know why. Sean had like the lot of
What is
like
it's
the
like?
it's like Aztec, like the
That's what it
cardigan
is.
Yep.
that he wore.
It's like
during
John
the-
Mayer, Paradise Valley.
Yes. He wore that cardigan during the group date, and then he had it in scarf form as well. I'm like, what is...
He got a deal on a
He
set.
just like thinks
Right.
he's in Washington State.
Probably got some
like,
pillows with it too. You
Yeah.
can see those
Yeah.
pillows.
So, yeah. No go for me on the cashmere scarf.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to give my rose to Caleb B. Voice
Your
of our
prince.
generation, voice of an
Yeah.
angel. Really
Gone too
emotional.
soon again.
I know. He was so emotional when he
Yeah.
was leaving. he just couldn't believe that he wasn't gonna be able to spend more time with the guys.
Yeah.
And those guys are always funny to me. Stem cut, boy, it's kind of hard this week with Braden already gone.
Yeah.
What's something I didn't like during this episode?
You just love the episode so much.
Like once Braden is gone, I actually felt that energy with the guys
Yeah.
where it's like now we just got a bunch of guys who like each other.
Yeah.
I'll just cut Sean's just because I think we know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because we have a little bit of an inside look, I feel like. So all the sound bites are too many sound bites.
Too many sound bites.
So he's gone.
There's been far too many I'm a good guy sound bites.
Right. That's going to backfire.
You have to
Yeah.
keep saying how much of a good guy you are. Usually,
Yeah.
like sometimes
It's like too many
sometimes
like
people
pure,
really you really want
like your
people to know you're a
intentions
good guy.
can't possibly be
Yeah.
that pure.
But there's a reason they're showing them too.
Yeah, yeah, for
It's
sure.
like this
'Cause
guy's
they're
set
leading
up.
up to something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which reminds me, I was watching I, Tanya this weekend, and at the end of it, it says like Tanya Harding wants everyone to know she's a good mother.
Yeah.
And it's like they put that in at the end because they know that everyone would question if Tanya Harding is a good mother.
Right.
Yeah. Just got to get out ahead of it. She's like, I'm a good guy. Got to get out ahead of it.
Right.
I'm here for the right reasons. I promise.
I promise what you see at the end.
But I might leave. I don't know.
Right. No,
Or when-
something's
yeah,
coming.
we'll see. Something's got to be coming. Okay, guys. I think that wraps it up for tonight's episode
Cheers.
of Cutting Stems. Cheers. Thanks to
Thanks, Coors Light.
Coors Lights. It's the best. Super easy. Make sure you're hanging out and drinking Coors
Especially
Light.
nice and cold.
Nice and cold.
It's been hot
Perfect
in New York.
summer beer. Sit at the beach. It's been very hot. A nice cold Coors Light is the perfect little treat.
Feels right.
Yep.
So, all right. Thanks, everybody. And we will be back next week.